Right, I'm carrying straight on. I haven't checked the mark scheme, so I'm still doing this as you guys are. I've got a little bit of reading here to do. It says in 2017 this was a main headline on the Mail online website. So it's not a real newspaper, it's pretending it is, but it's not. 300 Britons are trapped on one of the world's largest cruise ships in Australia amid food poisoning outbreak. Amid means during. State 3 non-visible symptoms of the effect of food poisoning that the holiday makers might have suffered. Okay, nausea. That's feeling sick but not being sick, and you can't see it, so it's non-visible. Headache, because you can't see a headache, it's non-visible. And fever, sorry, my mind went blank there. Fever is where you feel really hot and clammy and a bit sweaty, but the fever is more referring to your temperature in your body than the sweat. And then 3 visible symptoms. Let's see if I can spell it. That might be spelled wrong, but diarrhea, sickness, and pale, being pale. I can't think of the professional word for being pale. So 3 marks, 6 marks, could be 6 easy marks for you there. You've all done food poisoning recently. 2 common types of food poisoning bacteria in state where each is usually found. Let's go E. coli, veg from the soil, and salmonella. I'm going to say meat. I'm hoping that's right, because I haven't revised that before I've looked at it. Let me just double check. Salmonella, page 80. Yes, meat. So just because I had a little panic, I've got a book here just in case there's salmonella, look. Okay. So a little bit of food poisoning there. Remember, this is the question stem, so it's given me some information about food poisoning. It will probably continue. Yes, it has. A little bit about the EHO. Said to all of you in recent lessons that EHO always comes up, and it's usually about a 6-mark question. So let's get with this one. You can see it. The environmental health officer and his team have been called to inspect the ship after the outbreak. Describe the role of the environmental health officer. This one should be easy for all of you. So I'm going to write it and hopefully you can follow me. The EHO arrives usually unannounced. Can't spell unannounced. Unannounced. And will check the standard of hygiene in an establishment. It's a 3-mark question, so I need to say some more. The EHO will check that they are following legislation and they would give advice if something is wrong. Okay, so they're going to go in, they know what the law is, they know what the regulations are, they're going to check what the establishment is doing, and if they're doing something wrong, they might give them some advice. They could shut them down as well. 3 responsibilities. Write a report and give feedback or recommendations. For example, they might suggest training. The next thing is they might take photographs, they might take photos and do testing of fridges. For example, they might also do it of cookers or other pieces of equipment. So So take photos and do testing of fridges. They might then advise to get them repaired or replaced. And then another responsibility. Strange that they're asking responsibility. We don't normally have it asked that way. Look for signs of infestation. So that refers to pests. Okay, so they're talking there about pests. So they might look for signs of an infestation, and they might then give some advice. So it might be advice on getting somebody out to take some precautionary measures, or it might be closure if it's a significant infestation. So this bit about the EHO is different every year. They always ask something. They normally ask you to describe the role, or they might ask you to describe what they would do when they visit a place, or what decisions they might make. For example, this one's new on me, describe 3 responsibilities, but there's some examples there. And then it looks like we're on to question 8, so I'll do that one in a separate video and label it for you.